Hello everybody, Jan of Jan Hicks Creates here, coming at you with something a little bit different. As I mentioned in my floss tube the other day, we are moving again. And every time we move, we go through things and see what we've accumulated that we need to toss out. Now, it's only been a year since we last moved, so I don't expect there to be a lot. But one thing that I do need to look into is my stash. And mostly I think that's just going to be organizing it, reorganizing it into a different place. But there may be some things that I decide to get rid of. But I thought I would take you along on this journey. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what we're going to be dealing with. Stay tuned. So what we're going to be dealing with is this. As you can see, I have not done a very good job with keeping up with putting things away. My work table is usually cleaned off when I need to record on it or work on it, but even that is covered. And then also my bin here, this is where I have been keeping my stash in hanging folders. But in the last move, this bin, the bin itself is okay, but the lid got kind of trashed in the move. So I'm going to transfer all of my stash, all of those hanging folders into this drawer. This is where I had been keeping my floss, but of course I changed my system for organizing my floss, and that frees up this drawer. So I will be putting my patterns in that. And then all of this has to fit in there as well. And there's my poor punch needle piece that I haven't worked on in a while, and I really should because I'm not far from being done with that. But anyway, I thought I'd take you along on this journey. Like I said, there may be some things that I decide to get rid of, and you may be a lucky recipient. So let's get started. Okay, gang, I cleared off my work table so I can lay out folders on it. I'm going to start with the folders in the bin because those are the oldest things, and the greater chance that those are things I might want to get rid of or that you haven't seen before. So first up is a folder that has mostly things that I've torn out of old magazines. And I actually have a bunch. I have them in this, like, what do you call these things? It's not there. So just cross stitch some hard anger ornaments. It's been a long time since I've done hard anger, but I have done it, and I do love the look of it. Maybe a challenge for 2020 would be to do some hard anger again. I keep looking at the wrong place. I guess I usually have my camera, the camera flipped, and the camera opening, the thing that you look at, is on that side. I have it flipped and it's this side now. Yeah, so I saved these cute little ornaments. This is from Cross Stitching Country Crafts. Unknown date, 1984 is the copyright on the design. It's not my style. Someday I may have grandchildren that would be cute for, but I think that's one I will get rid of. Yay, I decided to get rid of one. Woohoo! I'm off to a good start. Ornaments galore, again, Cross Stitching Country Crafts. I'm gonna get rid of that one. And the things that I've torn out of magazines, I will offer as freebies on my floss tube. So stay tuned for that. This is kind of like a little puppet, but I don't know that I saved. The pattern isn't right with it, the chart. So how to put it together doesn't do us much good. Let me look through here. All right, well, I obviously wasn't very careful. See, I'm looking that over there again for the camera. I obviously wasn't very careful about what I tore out of magazines in the past. 1995. Those are cute. Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, 1995. All right, the charts are on the back of that. Oh, these ones are really cute. Collector's Series. I wonder if I have them all. Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, 1991. There's a cute little Ornaments pin cushions, pillows. They're not really ornaments, are they? A Year in Cross Stitch. So I wouldn't do all of them, but there are some of these that I like. So there's 3 in this little pamphlet. There's, oh, 4 actually. It's those 4. Duh. Anyways, I'm gonna hold on to that. Let's see, an Holly and Ivy needle roll. I think I will pass that one on. In the past, I haven't been very successful about actually doing needle rolls. More hard hanger ornaments. That's very pretty. This is from Just Cross Stitch, December 99. Holiday Treasures, little banners. Those are cute. Those would make nice, easy, sweet little gifts. Not that I have anybody to give them to, but well, they do need those buttons on them. They each have a little like crystal button, and who knows if those are still available. This is from Just Cross Stitch, December 98. But you could probably substitute something. I'm gonna hold on to that. Oh, Theresa Wenzler. I wonder if I have all of these fruit ornaments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. I don't even have to see the name of the designer to know that those are Theresa Wenzler. Those are sweet. Those I will be keeping. So this is from pretty sure it's Just Cross Stitch, but the pages don't say at all. How bizarre is that? Oh, these aren't Theresa Wenzler. They're Angela Poulin. They totally look like Theresa Wenzler. So there you have it. Star Spangled Scissor Fobs. Those are pretty. Will I ever make them and finish them? Probably not. Those are being put in the pile to be given away. And more Christmas ornaments, Cross Stitch and Needlework, December 96. I like them. I really like that one, but I don't know whether it's different enough. I'm going to put that in the pile to give away. Oh, and perforated paper with chronic thread. Those are pretty. It's a lot of chronic. I'm gonna give those away. All right, so that's my first little, what do you call those things? It's just not here in my brain. And I got rid of things. Aren't you proud of me? Let's see, what else do we have in here? Bunch of freebies. Old 98 Lavender and Lace Angel. Most of these would have come from the Stitching Post. All kinds of just Christmas ornaments. 1997 Lavender and Lace Angel. Stitching Pretty, that was such a great little store. The Black Swan Christmas stuff from them. Most of these printouts are Needlecraft Corner. They're still in business, right? Most of these are printout freebies from stores. Don't have the pictures, right? They're just black and white. Just black and white printouts. Stony Creek Ornaments. All right, so that's those. I'll hold on to those. This, I love this, and I never remember that I have it. This is by Nancy Rossi for Kohler Design Studios. What is it called? Bell Pull, a bell pull for all seasons. So down at the bottom you have autumn, summer, no, where's winter? That must be winter down there. Autumn with the harvest, summer with the fruits forming, and then spring with the blooms. Isn't that gorgeous? I really need to do that at some point. One of the other things, Cross Stitch and Country Crafts series that they had were these little garden pieces, and I saved all of those. 1, 2, I have 2 of them. Oh, that makes me so sad. 1, 2, part of a stocking's on the back of that one. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Well, I have 2 of them. This is from Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. Oh. Again, no date. But it's in another one of these thingamajigs that I can't remember the name of. And I can't get the thing back into it. I would wait until the end to put them back in, but that would be bad. That would just be bad. So we'll just struggle with that a little bit. Another series from Cross Stitch and Country Crafts that I would love to do someday. The Seashore, whatever you call this series. Setting Sail Sandcastles. Let's see if I have collecting shells. This is Sandcastles. Setting Sail. Nope, only 2. I seem to be only good at collecting 2. This last one is a baby thing that's in here. So to make, you can either make it as an Afghan or as a mobile, and those are really pretty. I don't see myself ever doing them, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Unless it's back and front. I guess it's just 4 of them, and they have backs and fronts, so you can put them together so, you know, both sides are covered. That I will be giving away. My little seashore things, all 2 of them, will go back in its little keeper. Magazine holders? I don't know what these are called. I know all of you are going, it's a... All right, Cross Stitch and Country Craft, or no, maybe this is just Cross Stitch. Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, September, October 94, had this design. Amazing. I really need to do this at some point. Look how gorgeous that is. And it, you know, the 3D effect, just a stunning design. So I have that one. Christmas Bells. This is from Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, January, February 96. That is lovely. Cityscapes, I love. DMC 250th Anniversary Sampler. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, again, I really need to do this at some point. You know, I should have like, I don't know, some month to, I keep looking over there for the camera. I'm sorry. Like start one of my magazine patterns or something. Maybe I need to do a stitch along with you guys because I'm sure you guys have this too. This is another sampler. I think this was another special one. I'm gonna hold it back. Stitch a Grand Prize winner, Cottage Sampler. Cross Stitch and Country Craft, September, October 1988. Now we're going back a bit. Not that the 90s aren't going back a bit, but in my mind, they're just like yesterday. Anyways, this one I absolutely have always adored. Again, someday. I love the fine linen that this is stitched on. I love the hem stitching on it. Well, let's see, May, June 1987. Let's see what fabric they used. Come on. You know, it gives you the sizes for 11, 14, and 18 count Aida and 22 count Hardanger, and that is not what was used on the sample at all. But it doesn't look like they tell you what was used for this, for the model. That's rather annoying. You know, something like model was stitched on would be, oh, here it is, 32 count Driftwood Belfast. That's pretty. So yeah, someday. And then this one, of course, everybody has seen this. This is another absolutely gorgeous design that I need to stitch someday. May, June 87. Botanical Pear. Look how pretty those are. I think this is just cross stitch. Aren't those gorgeous? Just cross stitch, April 2001. Also just cross stitch was this series of botanicals. Again, I'd love to have that kind of window to display them in. Isn't that awesome? Just cross stitch, December 2002, and this is one that spanned a couple of issues. Rainbow Row. This is an oldie. 1987. It's just the chart. I'm not going to show it to you. I don't, yeah. It's an old Graphs by Barbara and Cheryl one. It used to be really, really, really popular. And then I have a Lighthouse one here too that's just the chart. And then, oh, Catherine Theron. Love, love, love. Sweet little sampler from her. She's still around. That's sweet. Cross Stitch and Country Craft, September, October 93. And then last but not least, one of my favorite designers from years past, Maureen Appleton. Heart's Desire, is that the name of her company? And that sampler. Now there's a house, right? And the bunny, Maureen is known for over one. I'm sure, well, actually it looks like it's all over one, which is probably why I love it, right? Look how gorgeous that is. So Stitcher's World, May 2000. And Maureen Appleton is still around. Love, love, love. I have a silk gauze piece of hers laying around here somewhere. So that's the first folder. Oh, sorry. This is going to be a long one, so we're almost at 20 minutes. All right, this next batch is odd. Oh, look, a piece of sticky board down in there. I mentioned a while ago, probably towards the beginning of my floss tube videos, that there was a designer out there who, she's actually the one who designed my Jacobean bell pull here, Sue Lentz, a lot of counted thread work, and I have a lot of her things, and they don't ever have any, really any colored pictures to go by, and I don't even know. So this is, I think this is something about a hanky, a chew, yeah. So when I got these, like, it's just pages of stitch diagrams and what to put where, and then all of the fibers to go with it. So there's that. There's, I don't think I have that one. I kept a lot of her newsletters because her newsletters were always filled with such interesting information. That's the newsletter. Bear with me. Anyway, I have a whole stack of things here, and they all come with all of the fibers that you need, and she would always use such interesting fibers, just a wide array, and they have just been, you know, there's silks in here, there's gold metallic threads, pearl cottons. She would send scraps of fabric along for you to practice your stitches on. And they've just been sitting here in these bags for years and years and years. Which one is this one? Sampling of Hearts. I'm trying to see if there's like a picture of the overall design. See? These aren't for the faint of heart. Stop it. So this actually looks like it's, I don't even remember. How sad is that? It's kind of like a big sampler type of thing. Sue Lentz, as far as I know, I've looked for her. She isn't in business anymore designing. So this just kind of goes on for pages. And I'm not really sure how it even goes together at this point. Hopefully there are instructions in here. Hearts Through the Ages, Sampler of Hearts. And again, all of the fibers that you need. Sampler of Hearts Part 1. I think when I got them all, I just put them all in the same bag. This one, it looks like I actually started. Look at that, all that metallic. Isn't that pretty? Wow, look how sparkly that is. That might be something to do for the Christmas season, huh? That's really quite pretty, if I do say so myself. So let's see what we have here. This is called Stained Glass Star. And so each one of the sections has specialty stitches all through it. I'm gonna keep that out. You may be seeing more of that. How exciting is that? I know, it's the little things. Oh my. Heart Sampler Part 2. So she changed it from sampling of hearts to heart sampler. So I do have different separate pieces. Let's see. Luna Moth. Oh my God. Look at that. Now that, of course, is all cross stitch. I think it might be with Madeira thread. Let me see if I can find anything that looks like a finished piece. So yeah, all the threads. Moon stitch. And they're all these great big pages. All right, so August ornament, Luna Moth and Moonflower. So that's the Moonflower, right? And I have, looks like I have all the stitching done for that. $19.90. Oh, and then, oh. So there's leaves. There's leaves yet to put on it. There's a couple of leaves. Let's see if I can get this down there. There's a couple of leaves coming off the flower. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm just throwing things on the floor now. So there's a couple of leaves coming off the top. There's a couple of leaves coming off the bottom. And then hold please. There's this gorgeous moth on the side. And look how much I have done. I mean, I have the full flower done. This is some type of like a Lugana or a Jobelin. This may have to stay out and play as well. I need to live forever. That's all there is to it. So, Sue Lentz. I had a love affair with her back in the 90s. And you can see why. So much gorgeousness. All right, those are gonna stay out. We'll see if I can play with them periodically. And didn't I say that I need to work on my punch needle as well? I'm not sure how those are gonna fit in the door though, so those are gonna go there. All right, next folder. This is actually more recent stuff, so I'm gonna save that for later because I wanna start with the older stuff. Kind of old stuff and new stuff all mixed together at this point. Oh! Organization at its best. Look. All right, so I do have all three pieces of that. Let's see what else is in here. Look, another one of these thingies that I don't know the name of. All right, so there is the last one of the Sandcastles one. This is the collecting shells. I also have one of the stockings in here. Oh, this is the sewing room stocking. Yay. That pattern is stapled in with the rest of it. As well as a sweet little birdhouse one. So much organization. So this is July, August '89. All right. What else do we have in here? Oh, I have all of the stockings. That's right. This one, for some reason, the label is cut off, but there's the kitchen one. July, August '87. Here is the workshop one, July, August '90. This is the one I've actually made myself. I don't know whether it will even come out to play this Christmas, because I don't know whether we're gonna unpack Christmas or not. But that's the one I've made myself. I don't know what year that is. This is the fireplace one, July, August, 86. So pretty. And the toy room, July, August, 93. So I do have all of the original stocking patterns. All right, this isn't old, at least to me. Like I said, I have things all mixed up in here. This is, I mentioned in my floss tube yesterday that I do have the Theresa Wenzler 12 Days of Christmas. This was a gift from, I want to say, Lisa Richter, maybe? So I would actually like to start one of those. So I'm going to keep that out. Christmas Welcome, the drawn thread. Yes, I know this isn't old, but things are obviously not in the best of order. And the stockings were hung by the chimney with care, December 2001, probably just cross stitch. Yeah. That's a sweet piece. I don't know that I'll ever do it, but I am going to keep it. Aw, he's adorable. In the Meadow, just cross stitch, December 2002. Let's see, who's this? Out on the Porch Designs. Oops. Isn't he a sweetie? What's it say? In the meadow, we could build a snowman. Oh, I like him. This obviously was supposed to be a Christmas folder, but somehow the seashells one got mixed in here. But anyway, get that out of the way. I loved Emmy Bishop's. Her company name is Cross and Patch. Designer Emmy Bishop. I absolutely adore her hardanger pieces. I got rid of several of them because it's just too much. I know I won't get them done, but this one I did keep. So that is gorgeous. Snowfire Christmas by Just Nan. Another gorgeous, gorgeous piece. And you know, this actually wouldn't take that long. It's not that big. It's not like there's a whole lot of stitching. But I'm not getting it out. All right, and then we are back to like more recent ones. Hello Winter by Plum Street Sampler, because sheep. Baby, It's Cold Outside. I won this from Julie, Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World. Little House Needleworks Hometown Holiday chart number 2. I had started to collect these at some point, and I also have chart number 1. At some point I would like to do those. I think those are the only 2 I own of that series. All right, let me get these, except for, now what happened to the seashell one? There it is. Oh, it's mixed in with that stocking. That's why it's in there. All right, we're gonna have to fix that. And I don't know, I guess this was supposed to be Christmas themed, and that's why those other newer charts are in there. All right. Excuse me, going out of screen. Next. Okay, Old Lavender and Lace and Mirabilia. I used to have a ton of them. I got rid of a lot of them. The Enchanted Alphabet by Lavender and Lace. And again, I envision someday having grandchildren. Earth Angel. Someday I will do this as we hopefully work better to take care of our earth. Old, old, old Butternut Road one. Told in the Garden, actually. But I couldn't say goodbye to this one because the quilts and the colors, so pretty. Lavender and Lace, the Santa ones, I have 2 of those. This one is Gift of Peace. And this one is Santa of the Forest. Aren't they gorgeous? Someday I will do those. Mirabilias. The only Mirabilias I've kept. Crystal Christmas. It's never been opened. That is so pretty. Someday I will do that. Angels Dwell Here. This one has been opened, but never worked. Someday I will do that. Keeping on the theme with sandcastles, the Seaside Kingdom, never opened. Someday I will do that. And keeping on the theme with Santa's Magic, never opened. Someday I will do that. Then we also have, oh, let's see, this is, Angel Proclamation. I started Angel Proclamation. Where did that chart go? Huh. That's why it's opened. I obviously started it. I don't know where it is. In all of my moving and coming and going, I've never seen any fabric that has this started on it. Obviously, I printed out a working copy. Also have, this is from, I believe just Cross Stitch. Crystal Chandelier by Nora Corbett. This is just Cross Stitch, April 2001. Another Angel. This is the 97 Angel by Nora Corbett and the 96 Angel by Nora Corbett. And then another pretty Just Nan Winter's Lace. So, I wonder where that Angel, that's going to bug me now. I know I didn't have much started, but you know, usually anytime I have something started, it's not like I get rid of the fabric. You know, I just kind of stash it somewhere and wait. But anyways, that's kind of my Mirabilia folder. Mirabilia Told in the Garden. The big ladies. Not that I have many big ladies. Most of mine seem to be angels and kids. All right, what else is old? That's not. It's in this skinny little folder. That's not old either, but that's okay. So, I obviously don't have any organization for these, even though I think I do. I think this one is supposed to be a beach one, though. Cricket Collection, Down East. And who did I see working on this? Linda Jo, maybe? Lisa, Kindred Stitcher, somebody I saw working on this, and I was like, yeah, I have to have that one. I love the Cricket Collection. I think they do a fantastic job of charting and colors. And heck, I used to live down east. Not up east, down east, Maryland. I have the series of To the Beach from Hands On Design. I didn't get all of them. Not all of them thrilled me. Let's see, Adjust Your Sails. A Little Cottage. On Beach Time. And Surf Life. Also by Hands On Design. Seize the Day. I love. She used to do counted work. I don't know whether it was canvas or just other fabric, but I loved her stuff. Erica Michaels. Ocean of Wisdom. I actually got this at the stitching post not long before we moved. I love how this is framed. I love the tiny shape of it. I did get all of the flosses at the same time, and I believe this is, yeah, this is on 40 count gauze. I don't know whether the gauze is in here or not. Ursula Michaels, Sailboat Neighbors. Love the blues on that one. Country Cottage, Feeling Beachy Keen. Now that we're moving. Oh, another one of the To the Beach series, Oh Whale. Hands-on Design. Silver Creek Samplers, At the Beach is where I find a place to let my soul unwind. Another Hands-on Design, At the Beach, close your eyes and pretend you're at the beach. I know we're moving, it's kind of ironic, but that's okay. I love the beach. I just wish it were connected to a bigger landmass. Like Sarasota. Sarasota was my happy place. Last but not least, Country Cottage Needleworks, A Day at the Beach. So, that's my beach folder. Let's see. All right, this is an older one. I think this is Samplers and Such. Some from magazines, some not. I think this is the, is there anyone in here? No, of course it's not. Oh, yes it is. It's a two-parter. Phyllis's Sampler. This is from Just Cross Stitch, June 2003. Probably April, May, June, July, August, something like that. Lots of wonderful specialty stitches in there. So that's the first part. This is the second part. The designer is Marge Hines or Marge Hines. Oh, Hinzite. Hindsight? I don't remember. So that's the first part and the second part together. To love a person is to learn the song that is in their heart. Isn't that beautiful? And then, oh, and to sing it when they have forgotten. Look how pretty. Aren't the colors just gorgeous in that? The problem with doing this is I want to do them all right now. I forget about them and then I go through and it's like, oh, that is so pretty. I want to start it. Like this next one. I got this, well, it's from '96. I probably got it pretty soon after it came out. First Love Designs with All My Heart. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Specialty stitches, different bands of stitches, gorgeous soft colors, rich. Oh. Everything about it is perfection. I would not change the colors. I would not change the fabric. Valentine's Day start. Me thinking. Amethyst Snowflake by Just Nan. I loved Just Nan. I had a lot of her stuff. This one includes the beads and the charms. Another Just Nan, Remember 911. This isn't something I could have done back when I got it. It's something I could do now. And again, it comes with the beads and this is actually some silk in here. I'd like to get that done. To be continued, Lady Scarlet's Journey. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. And again, Just Nan, including the charms and the bead packs. Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. So pretty. Victoria sampler. Now, I did Victoria Sampler's birth sampler for my son. It's actually hanging in there. I showed it towards the beginning. This heirloom anniversary 20th. Oh, I better get working on this. We have 3 years until our 20th. Look how pretty that is. Again, you can tell I love the specialty stitches. I love things that are a little more complicated. I know, you wouldn't have guessed that about me. Gorgeous colors, gorgeous stitching, specialty stitches. I would probably change though, change it to blues. Like keep the sand colors, but change the pinks to turquoise. Aqua. I know, what a surprise. Let's see, White Christmas from Canadian Cross Stitch. Again, pretty specialty stitches, some heart anger, gorgeous beading. Jeanette Douglas, somebody just gifted this to me. Or did I buy it? I don't know. Where's the sticker? I don't think I bought this one. This is an older one. East Coast sampler. Again, I was an East Coast girl, Pennsylvania and Maryland for most of my life. And this one has all the charms and the fibers and everything with it. Love that. Mystic, Connecticut is what it says, 2004. I love Mystic. I love Connecticut. And then we get to all the wonderful things people have given me that are Hawaii related. Off to Hawaii. I'll have to change that to off of Hawaii. But it is wonderful, all the little motifs that represent these gorgeous islands. This is a Florida sampler by Jeanette Douglas. Don't have the fibers, but again, we lived in Florida for 5 years. Loved Sarasota, and of course my boys still live in Orlando. So, and last but not least in this batch is Mini Quaker Stitches by Jeanette Douglas. I was supposed to start a stitch along with somebody on this. Don't remember who, don't remember when, but this would be a nice quick little stitch, huh? So, are you laughing at me? I don't blame you. I'm laughing at me. All right, that one goes in the drawer. I think this next folder is Bent Creek. Oh, and some Cricket collection. I love Bent Creek. I need to stitch more of it. I got this one from the Stitching Post before we left Maryland. It comes with all the little buttons that are scattered through it. Begin, the begin row. A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. That sounds like us, right? Bent Creek flag, 1988, 1998. Love that. Another row, change of seasons row. I think I have most of the rows actually. Change of seasons row. Love that one. Winter row. I love the colors on this one. Spring row. Autumn row. I actually have the summer row in here too. For those of you that, there it is. For those of you that watched my Stitch Mania this year, last year? I don't remember. I started this one for Stitch Mania and I did not like the fabric I had chosen at all, so I took it back out and didn't try it again. Nightlight, love that moon. Gorgeous. Joy. Super sweet. And then a couple that aren't Bent Creek. I just love this one. What's it called? Sailors. And I had planned on doing this one as a birth sampler for my second son, and it never got done. Little boys are adventurers sailing forth on a voyage of discovery. This suits him perfectly. Maybe I'll do it when he has a son. And then last but not least, Lofty Pumpkin. I like the colors on that one. I know, I'm not an orange person, but there's something about that one. And actually, I really like the treatment of it as a pillow with those, of course, specialty stitches around it, and then the word autumn to balance those out. That's really cool. All right. That goes in the door. Next. Oh, this is my Shepherd's Bush folder. Leslie. Humble Heart. Complete kit. And again, it wouldn't take much stitching. Fabric, silks, beads to get these done. But then I still have the Shepherd's Bush one that I started years ago, and I actually am like, I got a few more rows done on it this year and then never picked it up again. This is from some unknown magazine. It is called, hold on. Merry and Bright Sampler. So that's a cute one. The Toy Gatherer Complete Kit. I don't know that I will ever do this, but it has the wool roving, it has everything. It cost $50.50 way back when I bought it, who knows when. I have a bunch of the stockings. These were part of the box that I got from my friend CJ when she was selling her cross-stitch stuff. So Elizabeth stocking, Jillian stocking, Thomas, Brett, Jeffrey, Harry, Charles, and Reed's. Now, I don't know if I will ever do these. I don't know. CJ did them for her family, though. Her whole family has a stocking. Grandkids, I think nieces and nephews. And to see them all together holding up their stockings, she's shown me pictures of them. It's really quite a sight to behold. And I mean, they do look really cool. I'm gonna keep them because I just don't know. All right, this is more little ones, Lizzie Kate's odds and ends. I have several freebies. Oh, the collaboration sampler. This was between Just Nan, Shepherd's Bush, and part 2. Oh, Charland Design. So I don't have any picture of this. I think these were all freebies. And I don't know whether you're supposed to do these all in a row, but nice little designs. All right, bunch of Lizzie Kate snippets. Summer, and these all have the buttons in them. Summer ABCs, Spring ABCs, winter, and autumn. And they all do have the button in them, yeah. Long May She Wave by Heart and Hand. Sons Are a Special Joy. And Brothers Are Best. And Sons Are Stupendous. I had planned on doing all of those as like 3 little things and hang them all together in kind of a collage when the boys were little. Then I stopped stitching and started scrapbooking. Lizzie Kate. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. This was all the profits were dedicated to victims of 9/11. Itty Bitty Dreams by Twisted Threads. Happy Life. I believe I won this, or I bought it, I don't remember, from Leslie Hurley, Fat Cat Flossing. She had done this one and I absolutely love it. On the off chance you won't live forever, you may as well be happy now. Indivisible by Sam Sarah. We need more of this in our lives. And then again, Sam Sarah, I Will Always Be a Wildflower. Love that. Need to do it. Need to do these. All right, that one into the drawer. Okay. Now we're getting to more recent as well as older things. All right, this one I got from Michelle Bendy Stitchy. I won it from her. Look at all that blue. Love it. It's a full kit. Love that. Quaker's beautiful. Scarlet House Anna Grader. Love it. Jardin Privé. Sampler and Bouquets 2. I won this from, I forget. I can see her face. I can't think of her floss tube name. Winter Quakers. I am going to do all 4 of these at some point, all the seasons. Rosewood Manor. I love these. I don't know that I'll do them with the Valdani, but it might be too much of a hassle to find substitutes. The Scarlet House, Good Company. I got this because of Kindred Stitcher, Lisa Smith. Love it. Although I would like to change, so it says, she lives on a hill overlooking the sea with only her dogs for good company. She doesn't need less, she doesn't need more than to hear the waves crash into the shore. I would have to say with only her cats for good company. Good Company by the Scarlet House. This is another one that is because Kindred Stitcher. This is Maura Blackburn. Peaceful is My Garden, is that the name of it? I don't know. But it's gorgeous. Lisa started this, and it was just love at first sight. It's absolutely stunning. Someday, someday, someday. This one I have had, well, both of these I've had for years, and I just can't get rid of them because I think they are gorgeous. I love the outline, you know, the border here. I love all the little motifs. Just so pretty. So yeah. Marjolaine Baston. I know that's not a really good way to say it. Spring in the Garden and the Four Seasons. Just so pretty. And then there's this one. Crossed Wing Collection Flower Power. Now this is the one that I got, that blue fabric that I used for Harbor Haven, that, you know, the mottled blue, it was for this. Oh well, I'll have to get new fabric. And then Map of Maryland and Map of Hawaii by Sue Hillis. I believe these were gifts from Tamara Bowen. This Nana Stitches. I need Florida. Okay, so that's all in there. Almost at an hour and we're still going. We haven't even started on the mess on the desk yet. All right. Again, more recent ones. Chessie and Me, Let My Example Shine. This is from their Nashville release from this past year. Love those flowers. Plum Street Sampler, Wool and Flax. Gorgeous. As well as a Country Winter. This is one of the club kits from Dying to Stitch. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that has everything in it. Garden Club 5, Garden Club 3 by Blackbird Designs. I need to continue to collect these. Loose Feathers Winter. I don't have the other two. I need to see if I can find them someplace because I really would like to have all three of them. Freedom House Button Sampler by Homespun Elegance. Not my usual style, but something about this appeals. I got this at the cross-stitch store here on the island, Fiddlesticks 2. Home for the Holidays book by Blackbird Designs. This is the one that 'Tis the Season is in. And there are multiple ones in here that I adore. And then, this is another one that was a gift from Dee here on the island, The Garden Labyrinth. How gorgeous. Carolyn Manning. And then for some reason stuck in here is my book of Christmas ornaments by Colin Powell. And I've done that little candle one. And I love these. These were so much fun to stitch, but that belongs in the Christmas folder. Because I'm so organized. All right, that goes in the drawer. That one isn't on. Hold on. I'll wrestle with that later. All right. Oh, all kinds of stuff's in here. All right, we're gonna set that one aside because the other ones are someplace else. The Cottage Garden Songbird Garden series, I have two of them. Winter's Wisdom and The Promise of Spring. I would like to get all of these and stitch them small. I know, what a surprise. Over one on something. I got this kit from a Good Yarn in Sarasota when I visited there February 2 years ago. Wow. They don't carry a lot of cross stitch, but she did bring some in. This is a Sajou kit. It has all of the threads. These are, they're cotton threads. I actually ended up using that fabric for something else. So yeah, I'll have to. Actually, I didn't like that fabric, that colored. It's a purple fabric. I want a more natural linen for that. So you remember my 16th Century Knot Garden by Liz Turner Deal that is in my whip pile. I have two other ones that I will do someday. These are a lot of fun to stitch. Again, great specialty stitches. Oh, I should keep this out. This is my Christmas Wish by Silver Creek Sampler. I had planned to start this Christmas, but I don't think I will because I want to do ornaments and I want to get to that stained glass thing that I pulled out by Sue Lentz. Quaker handwork. I believe this was a gift from someone as well. I should really start making notes and sticking them in here. I'm gonna start doing that because it's not right that I don't remember who I got these things from. You Are My Sunshine from Donna Bayless by the Bay Needlework. This is the one that I'd planned on. I'm gonna wait until the boys are older and do them for them. I always sang this song to them. I got 2 charms. I don't think they'll appreciate it now, but hopefully they will then. Yeah. Or I can do it for their children. Pretty Little Hawaii. Another Hawaii themed one. Yes, that will get done. Love this kit. Oops. It's a Riolis kit. It has wool threads in it. It did have black Aida that I gave away, so I will need to replace that with a black linen, but I mean, God, is that gorgeous. And then a couple from Lori Holt, Be in My Bonnet, that I will get to eventually. All right, break time. All right, back again. Mike will probably be home soon, so probably have to curtail this again, but until then, we'll keep going. So, got this little one. Small Kind Things about Hawaii. I believe Dee might have given that to me. Dee or Christina. Summer House Stitch Works. The set that is across the Milky Way, or is it called Zephyr Hill? I guess Zephyr Hill is the name. So it says, the wind blows where it wishes. I just like the look of that. I like the colors. So that one. I got one of the Fragments in Time by Summer House Stitchwork, the 2019. I love how these look all stitched together. I always forget to buy the rest, but I do have one of them. Eventually I'll get the other ones because, you know, gotta have them all. Oh, more beach ones that need to, actually, do I have that one in the other folder? I know I don't have this one. I'll have to put these in the other folder. Fun in the Sun by Country Cottage. But this is the one. Do you remember seeing that? I think I might have it in the other one. I'll have to check and see, and if so, that will become a giveaway. Little bits, let's see, Ahoy by Hands on Designs. It has the little buttons. Plum Street Samplers, Mary 1. Again, Fragments in Time. Summer House Stitchworks, 2017. Mischievous Stitcher, Lori, stitched, I believe it was this year, or the 2017, stitched them all, of course, all in one piece. Stunning. That's the first time I had actually seen these and saw them stitched together, and just gorgeous. I have one. I don't do very good about getting the whole set, do I? Cedar Hill, Autumn Bouquet. These ones I saw at Keepsakes during, I think it was when we visited there on our way taking the RV across the country to store it in Phoenix. So this is Autumn. And this is just says Country House, Country Flower. I also have a Christmas kit one that's actually in a drawer over here. I really like the looks of those. Waxing Moon Designs Patriotic Trio. I like all of their trio ones. This happens to be the only one that I got. So, Hands on Design Wintertime. I hope she does a whole set of these. I think this is adorable. I love how it's finished. I love the colors. Little bells, look at those little bells. Just perfection. A Merry Heart by Plum Street. Very pretty. Let's see. This one is a printout. I don't know why I got it. It's a Little House one. Was it a freebie? I don't know. Plum Street Sheep Heap. Because they're so cute. I have no desire to do all the heap ones, but I sure do like the sheep one. And I love how the bottom sheep, the different colors, even though it's all white, it, you know, has a pattern to it. Gorgeous. Little House Needleworks Hope. Why do I have a feeling I showed you this recently? Did I just get one of these? Not realizing I already had it. Oh my God. That's what my inventory is for, and I didn't look. Anyway, I have the laundry series. I would really like to get these done and hanging. This will be a goal for when we move to San Antonio. I love the way these are finished. Just gorgeous. Because everybody needs to decorate their laundry room. Bird in Hand Spring. I have the other ones. They're probably in the pile on my desk, on my cabinet over here. Deck the Halls, Blackbird. I love these little berries. I don't know that I'll finish them as berries, but these designs are just gorgeous. So, okay, Lila Studios. So I've done that one. Summer is, it needs to be FFO'd. It's been sitting up here for months, ready to go. I'm pitiful. But I also have Winter and Autumn, which I should do soon. I had planned to get all these done this year. You know what got in the way? Full coverage designs. I discovered full coverage and fell hard in love. Abbey Rose Welcome Spring. I love these. So pretty. New York Dreamers set. So, winter time. Let's get it in camera. Christmas time. These ones I do have all of. Springtime and summertime. And autumn time is the one that I have finished that I have to get mat board to mount. Ah, Jeanette Douglas, how I love you. Spring. This is the spring bird. It's a peacock. Chessie and Me, How I Love You. I think this one was another one that is Lisa Kindred Stitcher's fault. This one is called Cheerful Spring. So pretty. And Chessie and Me's always has cats on them. And this one is also Chessie and Me, Garden Blooms. Love that. So pretty. Oh, Jeanette Douglas. Cape Cod vignettes. Look how gorgeous. Specialty stitches, gorgeous colors, little things. Oh. I think I got this at StitchCon. Loose Feathers series, another series that I'd like to get them all, but I only have a couple. You know, I can't keep up with these designers. Of course, it doesn't help that I came back to this after, you know, so many years and I have to catch up. Peace to All Who Enter by La Di Da. This is one that I got at Keepsakes when we traveled through to take the RV out to Phoenix. This is one I have a picture of it, totally different colors, and I do have, they did take a picture of the different colored list. Summer House Stitchworks. Sophia, A Baltimore Bride. I think I liked all their Baltimore ones too, and I have one. This one, Sur la route d'Inde. I don't know if that's the right way to say that. To the route to India, basically. Along the route to India. I think I saw somebody stitching this. I was able to get it from Casa Sanina? It's an Italian shop. Or maybe I got this on So and So UK before they went out of business. It says, so on here, un pas à la fois me suffit. It's a quote by Gandhi, and it means one step at a time is enough for me, probably from his Salt March. So yeah, all things India make me happy. This is a Victorian Motto sampler shop design that I felt I needed. Poinsettia House. This was on the freebie table at StitchCon, so it came home with me. Warm winter woolens, little house because sheep. Silver Creek samplers. Through the storms. No relationship is all sunshine, but two people can share one umbrella and walk through the storms together. I love this. I need to stitch it. Little House Needleworks. These are the seasons of growth, season of plenty, season of rest, and season of hope. So the different months of the year represented in 4 little pieces. Little House Needleworks again, Moon and Stars. These ones, all these next handful from Little House are again, were in the box that I bought from CJ when she stopped stitching. Love that one. What does that say? The moon and the stars twinkling over my head are hung from the night with invisible thread. Home of a needleworker. I'd probably need to change some of those colors, but that's okay. The Counting House with sheep, super pretty. Simple Joy, Simple Life. I think that represents me. Again, Little House. Pine Top Lodge. This one is so pretty. Makes me think of Denver. Over the river and through the woods. So pretty. And then Lakeside Lodge. Next we have the Winter Garden from the Drawn Thread. This is so pretty. Love that. You know, winter and cross stitch just draws my eye all the time. Sweet Land of Liberty by Blackbird. Oh, Jeanette Douglas. I got this one at a store in New York that was a knitting and needlepoint store, but they had some old cross stitch patterns in bins in the back that I went through. And so this is Once Upon a Tree sampler. So it is representing the different seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall. And again, just gorgeous specialty stitches, gorgeous colors. Jeanette Douglas. Then we get into Prairie Schooler. Remember, my plan is to do all these samplers. I'm working on June over 1 on a 28 count. I want to do all of them. This is July over 1. I actually want to do all the Prairie Schoolers over 1. And then we start to get into the alphabet. The rest of my alphabet ones I think are over here on my cabinet. Over 1 on 28 count. Prairie Birds. Most of these are the reproduction or the reproduced ones, you know, the second run that are or not even cardstock really, just paper. Measure of a Year. Love the design. Would have to change the colors so it wasn't quite so warm. winter samplers. I bought this from an Etsy shop and she included a Christmas tree charm, but I don't think you actually use the charm on the samplers at all. She just included it in there. I think I'm gonna actually take that out and put it with my charms. Cricket Collection November. I had also been planning on doing all of the Cricket Collection months, but actually I don't think I'm going to. I have December started. I think I'd rather do the Prairie Schooler single. I even have fabric in here for it. Dove Gray 26 count linen. I'm gonna hold that out and think about it. I think the only months I have from Cricket Collection are December and November. I may just do the Prairie Schooler ones. I'm gonna hold that out. That might be a giveaway. Another Chessie and Me. Oh, and this has the fabric in it. This is called Door County Sampler, and I think I got this at Fiddlesticks too as well. Little House Needleworks, the Millicent Turner Sampler. She looketh well to the ways of her household and eateth not the bread of idleners. Idleners. I thought that was so pretty. And I actually wasn't aware that Little House had done some samplers. And I think this is a reproduction. Yeah. There's the original one. And I actually like the colors on that better than their reproduction, so I would probably change it back to that. And then the Mary Ann Myers sampler from Little House. They used one of those gingham fabrics to stitch it on. I'm not sure I like that, but there's the original. Oh, look, a couple more of the Loose Feathers ones by Blackbird Designs. Those are so pretty, and all of these together, stitched together on one piece, are just fabulous, so gorgeous. I believe I got this at Fiddlesticks as well, a big flower sampler. I love those flowers. And then Pursue Your Passion. Got this at Keepsakes. Because this is me. Follow your heart, share your joy, embrace life. I need to do that. Okay, so that is all the folders. I'm going to pause here and gather up the mess that's on my cabinet, get that into some kind of order, and then I'll be back to go again. Okay, so we are down to the home stretch. This is the stuff that was on the cabinet, so it's newer stuff, so it's stuff you've seen fairly recently. So we'll just go through it. And I'm actually kind of sorting at this point with this stuff into designer piles, and will store them as designers, I think. We'll see. All right, Country Cottage. The glitter houses. I had plans to start these this season as well. That's not happening. But all 9 of the houses are here, so I will be stitching them. Actually, I can't even decide whether I want to stitch them as one or stitch them as separate things, finish them separately in like those little blocks. I don't know. I don't even know if we're gonna have a Christmas tree again this year. Who knows? Everything is, I don't know. Little House Suffrage Act proclaimed. This was their commemoration, and this was actually a gift from Erin in our stitching group with the floss and the fabric or in the pattern. We had actually been planning on doing this as a stitch along, and that didn't happen either. Let's see, I have several things that were from the freebie table at StitchCon. This is one of them. Actually, somebody saw this and brought it to me because they know how much I love By the Bay. So this is Poinsettia. Love that. Let's see, By the Bay. That's gonna have to have its own pile or go in with something else. This, Spring at Hawk Run Hollow. I love the different Hawk Run pieces, but I don't know that I would stitch them, but this one I love. I actually would like to do the Christmas one at some point, but this one I just adore. So, I don't know where that one's going. This is a freebie from the Cricket collection. I don't know where I got it from, but it is so appropriate for me and Mike. When the winds of change blow, adjust your sails. And Lord knows Mike and I have no problem with change. Right? That needs to go in the beachy category. All right, my other salt boxes. So this is the spring salt box and the summer salt box by Plum Street. Love these. These are just so pretty. So that, I have the autumn one now. And I am waiting for this spring one. Where did it go? What, that's the older ones. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Right, that I just got from... All right, back again, found it. So, spring, summer, autumn, and winter is out. I just need to order it and get it. I also got summer delivery from Plum Street. I love all the delivery ones. This is the only one I own so far. I don't know that I'll get all of them, but probably get a couple other ones. This one, if you remember, from Ink Circles. Seasonal sun sign, where it shows the movement of the sun, kind of like what I was talking about the other day in my floss tube. And then there's gorgeous designs with it. I think I need to stitch this with Mrs. Sadis silk as well. I love this. So, Ink Circles. I think that's the only Ink Circles I own. This was a freebie from Keepsakes that I got during StitchCon. So pretty, very seasonal. Wouldn't it have been great if I had stitched it up for the season? Oh my God. Lori Holt. Lila Studios. This is the Bee Comes. Love that. That is so pretty. Erica Michaels. I believe this was on the freebie table at StitchCon. I think that is gorgeous. And of course, Pineapples. This was on the freebie table. Spot sampler from the Drawn Thread. Now this one, if you remember my StitchCon video, this was one of the smalls that somebody did, and it took StitchCon by storm. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. And the person that did it they did it over one. I don't remember what count, but I mean, they were like this big. It was adorable, just adorable. That goes in the beach folder. Cricket collection, this was on the freebie table as well. Winter Circles. I've always loved this one. This one is a shop model as well in at the Stitching Post. I just think that's so cute. Again, I love winter cross stitch. This one will be perfect in our new home. Pueblo Basket Art. Look, it has Hardanger on it. I might amp up the colors a little bit on this one. There's an interesting bead there at the top. I'll have to find something interesting to put on it, but I love that. Speaking of winter, this was also on the freebie table. Carriage House, Christmas Joyride. I fell in love with this one when Misty Purcell, Luminous Fiber Art, shared that on her channel. This was another freebie. ABC, Be Kind, Be True, Homespun Sampler. Another freebie, Hawaiian Quilt Patterns. This is from Frances Johnson, I believe. And also by Frances Johnson. I believe these were both on the freebie table as well. I have several different map patterns now. All right, Sue Hillis. I got this at StitchCon, as well as this one, High Tides and Good Vibes. I love this. Love how that's finished. Jeanette Douglas also had a table there, and I got this there. And I think I might have gotten the threads, the fibers that go with it, and that might be in part of that Christmas pile that I gave to Mike that hopefully he can find. Another Fat Quarter Shop, Lori Holt one, Happy Camper. And this was a sponsored one from one of the Russian shops that I work with. This is a poppies, I think it's, I don't know what that, Panna. Anyway, that's so pretty. Another one that I gave the fabric away. Whoo, that was loud. I gave the Aida cloth away, and I'll use something else. Now, let's see, we have a huge stack of Prairie Schooler. So, pins and needles, I believe this was also on the freebie table. Oh no, this was a gift from, I think, Christina or Serena, part of our stitching group. Love those. And then we get into the alphabets. So, and these aren't in any kind of order. VWX. PQR. MNO. GHI. DEF. Y and Z. Let's see, I think there's a couple more hiding under here. Yep. STU, and some of these are the original cardstock ones and some of them are the reprints. And then JKL. And I don't have a problem with the reprints. They're cheaper. And then I have October and September as well. And all of these, I will be changing the colors. The colors on this, they could be happier. Those ones are okay. And I'll probably use a lot of variegated, a lot of the overdyes on those. So for the months now I have July, June, September, and October. So, more of the Heart and Hand. I got all of these at StitchCon. He is so cute. Snow Woes. It comes with the little buttons. Autumn. I love her long-legged bird ones. That's the only one I have so far. That one does not have the buttons. And then the other bird ones, I had showed you spring a little while ago. So here is summer, autumn, and winter. And these all do have the little charms with them. And I saw this as a finished piece at the Stitching Post. Finished as one, and Cecilia has a phrase underneath that you can, I think, download from her website. So I will be doing it as one piece. I just showed you these the other day, the drawn thread, the little bits of Christmas that I adore, and my new flame stitch, which I'm still trying to not start right now, from the attic, the Scarlet House center point sampler, and Hands-On Design Cranberry Christmas, and Needlework Press Diligent. Love this, love this, love this. Oh, love it, love it. I also found buried on my cabinet this year's Christmas Ornament magazine. I was not overly thrilled with this year. There was a couple that were good, but for the most part, it was kind of like, meh. So I will probably be giving that one away. Then we have the book that I just got, the sampler book. And last but certainly not least, these were from my friend Anne. She has stitched all of these. I oohed and awed, and so she passed them on to me. Just gorgeous. Love them. So that is, for the most part, my stash. I do have some kits in a cabinet over there, or yeah, some kits, just a few, maybe 5. In a cabinet over there, and of course then there's all the PDF patterns, but those don't count. At some other point I will be doing a whip parade of everything that I have waiting for me to get to. So that'll be probably in December at some point. For now, that is all. I need to get this stuff put away, and then it'll be lunchtime. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was kind of a walk through history up to the present. And that's all for me today. Guys, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, a great remainder of your week. I will be back on Friday with a Stitch With Me. I do have a hair appointment on Friday morning, so we'll see. We'll fit it in. Until then, have a great day, and I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.